I was flicking it fast up there and I knocked my hat off on accident. I call that move the Texas tickler. Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. Man, oh man, here we go again, and we are back on this 1958 Apache. She's the Apache who feels a little sassy. She's the 1958 that things ain't been going so great. She is the truck that the engine wasn't getting no oil, and though I fixed her and got her some, she kicked me to the ground in the soil. All right, I was stretching the rhyme right there. Yeah, so if y'all haven't seen, we did a wheel it run on this thing. We got it running. Now we discovered the top end was not getting no oil, and that's because it had the incorrect head bolt in a certain spot, and y'all can watch that video and see how we discovered all that. But we did get her running. After we got a little oil to the top, she actually sounded pretty good. Then that left off in the last week where I needed a water pump for the front. We had the wrong water pump. Needed stuff for the brakes, had the wrong stuff there. Had the right stuff, had the wrong stuff. Didn't have any stuff. Yeah, last week wasn't our week. In fact, we get to roll into this week looking at stuff we did last week. Y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? I'll show you what's going on with our brake shoe situation. I just want to say thanks to you guys. As we go into December, we're going to close down the website about halfway through, give everyone a break where we can enjoy the holidays. I appreciate all the support on the merchandise. We got plenty of stuff we're going to release next year, but we're ready to have us a little bit of a break around here. I'm still going to try to get content out to y'all the best I can throughout the holidays, and just for me and my family. To y'all, thank y'all for all the support. Let me show you my well, I guess it ain't really a mess up. Yeah, it's a mess up. I messed up. Y'all were wrong too, though. A lot of y'all were wrong. You're like, hey, Puddin', you put the longer one on the front side. You got more shoe on the front than the back. Incorrect. In fact, we've got the exact same amount of shoe on the back as the front. These are perfectly symmetrical. Here's the set for the other side that never got installed, and they are also perfectly symmetrical. Here's the set for the front, and you can tell they are obviously not. We've got a shorter one and a longer one there. So I come up here to the front and I take a gander, and sure enough, we've got the shorter one. This is 2-inch wide, and these are 2-inch wide. But looky here, look at old narrow Johnson. Yeah, so not only are these symmetrical, they're actually only like 1.8 inches wide or so. So I'm kind of glad I left this on here and then threw out the old parts, because I come and look over here and these are also 2 inches wide, and they've got the shorter and the longer. So to summarize all that up, basically what we got right here is what was on the back of this truck. This truck shows like 12 options for damn brake shoes, so you know, that's what happens, I guess. I should have paid attention to that and made sure we were ordering the right stuff. Anyhow, we've got another set of these exact ones that's going on the front, coming for the rear, because that's what had come off of there, and that's what we're gonna put back on there. There we go. We're not messing with brake stuff right now. I want to get this thing running again, and we have the correct water pump, so let's get a water pump installed here. Let's get her lowered back down to working height. Oh, hey, if y'all ain't seen on the second channel, it ain't like a crazy working video, but people's been asking about house updates, pond updates, new shop updates, when you're going in there, when you're moving out there. What's the shop looking like? Are you ever gonna work out of it? All your questions are answered there on the second channel on that video. Yeah, that looks a little more like her, don't it? That video posted last week, so it's available now, okay? Exclusively on the second channel. Let's swap over whatever we need to swap over there. That is not too pretty. You want to take your best chrome jobber right there and get your 1/2 inch impact and see if it wants to play nice. That's one way to get her out of there. Now she's ready for a pot counter restoration. Hey, that cleaned up pretty good. All I got to get in there is a file. Couple wraps of the blue stuff. And Mama didn't raise no punk, so we'll just impact that right back in. Now see, she comes with a fancy new plug there, Allen head edition. She can ride the impact too. Guaranteed to never leak and never come out. Is that good or bad? You be the judge. Now look at our little reducer too. Should come with the bushing. Oh, shit the bed. I'm getting all ahead of myself to crushed her gasket there. Don't worry, she'll line out. Ow! Starting off with smacking a knuckle. Very delicately, we're going to pop our old gasket off there. Then we're going to use our super scraper and get her prepped here. Then we'll come up here to this mess. Oh, you see the precision of that? Her little lip in there where that thermostat sits. Boy, she is crunchy. Yet our scraper got that crapperooey right out of there. I don't do a lot of tool promoting, but guys, if y'all do not have a gasket scraper, that's a tool I wish I would have bought 15 years ago. This one's a super scraper. You can get them through Mortsky. Obviously, I don't get nothing from this. He just sent me one, and man, does it make a world of difference. Uh-oh, battery's dead. Lock and load. We hit that with a quick little suck job. I tried to keep dirt and debris off of our rocker arm assembly. Boy, the hucky puck that come out of there was nasty. She was all full of nitty gritty. Since we're in the cleaning process, we'll go ahead and clean up the little thermostat housing. Hey, that's got one of them torque screws in it, don't it? Just playing, guys. I know y'all said clutch head. Bill told me it was a clutch head. I just like messing with y'all. Like our hubcap here. For like 5 videos now, I keep saying like, hey, this is from a Riviera, it's from a Regal. Just messing with y'all, and y'all comment down below what it's actually from. And guys, I'm not dumb. I know this cap is from the Rolls Royce. Thank you. Old water pump's ready for the scrap pile at this point. Y'all see all that nastiness coming out of there? Inside's pert near clean anyhow. Every time I see the front of this truck slam down on them blocks, boy, you can't help but picture her slammed. Come pulling up and that baby slammed down, blup, 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 blup. Set of Krager's on it to make Mortsky happy. Mortsky sees them Kragers, he says something like, oh, for cripe's sake, or something, you know. That was a terrible Mortsky impression, wasn't it? Oh, cheese and rice. We've established I can't sound like Morchki, okay? I'm more concerned about the inside than I am the outside. She's just gonna rust again, but I ain't got no Chevy orange, or we'd slap a little Chevy orange on her. But let's slap all this on finally. Well, we ain't slapping diddly on until these take a ride on the wire wheel. With a good wire wheel and a can of lubrication, you can basically restore a whole truck. Come on, baby, come on. Hey, yo, the correct size helps. Whoop, whoop. And don't forget to slap our ground on with that, baby. Yep, snug that down. I may have forgot to slap her fan on. Of course, by fan, I mean the pulley, fan, you know, just everything. We're gonna clean our pulley up anyhow, because she's pretty nasty. Quick little spray down with our So Fresh and Clean cleaner from the Sweet Potato. Quick coat of that. Quick little scrub job. And she won't be looking brand new, but she'll be looking better than she was. It will pair perfectly with our unpainted water pump on there. Spacer washer thingamajigger, pulley, and then fan. Or you drop it all off there, even better. And here's the part where it takes about 30 minutes to get one bolt started, getting all that crap lined up. One lined up. Oh yeah, we got her. That wasn't too bad. Yep. Yep. Slap on the upper. Then we'll slap on the lower. Yep. Pulley was rubbing that, so instead of backing that off, just give her a trim job. Much better. And we're gonna loop this for now, because we ain't gonna mess with our heater core quite yet. Here she gets a quick and ugly heater core bypass. Better than it leaking in our truck for now. And as soon as I slap this baby back on, I think we're DUN on the front there. Quick little backtrack, because we may want to put that on this bolt with the water pump if we plan on tightening that. Good to go. Let me show y'all something interesting me and Slick noticed last time I didn't point out. Take a gander at Exhibit B. She has, it's a fuel pump. Additionally, she's a vacuum pump. She's built onto the bottom. So you guys who know these trucks, you tell me, what did that operate? Windshield wipers? That's kind of what I'm just assuming, because I don't see a motor up there, but I don't know these trucks well enough. Let me show you where that vacuum pumper is hooked up to. Hooked up to that orange hard line that sweeps up there. Pops up right there, then someone booted it to this, and this looks homemade. That comes over here to our choke. What in the suck choke, vacuum choke is going on here? That ain't supposed to go there, is it? I don't think so. That, from the factory, I thought would vent over to somewhere off the engine, usually like out of the exhaust port or something, and that, as it warms up, it provides heat. Fairly certain that choke ain't supposed to be sucked on anyhow. So I don't know where I should be running this to. If you do know where that would go to and we can locate it, y'all let me know down below. I'm gonna leave that hooked up right there for now, because the other end's obviously not hooked up to a vacuum pump anymore, so it don't really matter. So, we put a mechanical fuel pump on. I reckon we can see if we can get that hooked up. Pump's just a 1/8 inch NPT thread, and we're just gonna put some barbs in there. We do not have all the components to build hard lines. A lot of the stuff's missing, so we're just going to use what we got. Pulled our old line off there from the fuel pump side, and boy does that old gas stink. You know what else stinks? I don't have small hose clamps. I guess I've used them all. So I'm having to reuse some here. We're going to rob some. Oh yeah. Kind of map her out there. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Oh, guys, that's why this truck's being a little ornery. She's angry. She's got damn 10mm bolts on her. That's why she's all upset. Can't have a metric bolt next to our, you know, pump that was made in China. That would be downright blasphemy. There we go, now we got her. Boy, I bet that's plumb full of nasty stuff. I'm gonna go blow some air on the other end. Is there anything up here or what? No, y'all got covered in fuel. You got a little something right here. I don't even know we can call that fuel. It's so terrible. Yeah, she felt a little clogged, but if that line was plumb full of old gas, I mean, just pushing all that through. It took a second, but she seems to be flowing good now. I'm gonna say let's slap a filter between the hard line here, or fuel pump there, and hopefully if there is too much crap, we'll just catch her in the filter. Maybe we won't have to replace the hard line. AKA, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 hose clamps I ain't got. There's one, and I found one more, but it's about lunchtime anyways, so hopefully the local hardware store has some clamps. And then, y'all know good and well I'm gonna go get me that taco boy. Hot damn, had me some good lunch with a good friend. That was Mr. Adam Wilson, and now we're back at her again. She may not look the absolute best right there, but hell, it looks better than that old fuel pump, and well, looks better than the mechanical and electric fuel pump, so we'll take it. Next, we're gonna move inside. It's always a great sign when your parts box is duct taped shut. Hopefully she's in good shape still. Hopefully she ain't covered in humdingers. Yeah. She's got one dent dinger right there. Peel her necks, or that away. Hopefully that sucker's got some sealant on it. If it don't, we gotta pull it, I'm gonna be ticked. Well, she ain't plumb full of rust, so that's better than the one we had. Fuel sender we had to get online. Hopefully this is the correct one. That fancy brass float right there, baby. That's a good looking unit. About to say, if that didn't come with a gasket, I'm gonna whip somebody. Or it come with a gasket, but you know what it didn't come with? Did not come with hardware. Yeah, we gotta figure out what screws we're supposed to have holding this in, I guess. Sometimes you do the screwing and sometimes you get screwed. Wonder what the chances are it's this thread. Well, apparently she's getting metric bolts now, because this certainly fits in there. I just checked that. That's an M5 by 0.8. Get her wiggled in. Now don't worry, she'll be okay. You know what they say. If 3 don't hold it, 5 never would have. No, she'll hold it. We ain't gonna talk about if she's gonna seal off or not though. That's a conversation for another day. We may want to get some of this crap out of here first. Take old Big Blue the speed square here. us a couple strips to set that thing on. The factory pads, one side's got it, but the other side ain't got diddly. And we're gonna have to trim them down just a hair. Of course, these things ain't gonna be perfect. Now, when we pulled the tank, this side had a self-tapper. Looks like our bolts broke in there. As much as I want to fight broke bolts, we'll probably just use a self-tapper too. That's what we're taking out. And that's what we're putting in right there. Get a little isolation up in this gas tank situation. Before we wiggle her in here, we want to get this old crap off of here. Dang, she got some nice looking paint underneath there. Well, at least that bottom one come off easy. As far as filler neck goes, I think that's 1 5/8 inches, and I couldn't find just a straight piece, like buy it by the foot type thing. This one here, I think we can trim down and make work. Anyhow, I'm gonna start finagling this thing in here. Come on, baby. Oh, she's got too much spring. There we go. Want that out the way. Shoot, I ain't picky. That held just long enough to get it in there before it popped down. We start with trimming that, so it'll probably be hard to return at this point. Our hose end's got some looby-dooby. Let's see what we can do here. Slide that tank away and get this end started, hopefully. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, she's playing nice. That's good right there. There we go. That was the wiggle job we were after. Next goes our 1/2 inch hose for the vent. That all turned out decent enough. Let's get her strapped in now. You ready, Bill? Here comes the, I should have put rubber between them straps and that tank comments. It'll be okay. Just like them 3 screws holding the cinder. It'll hold or it won't. We're gonna get her line snug here. I can't get this strap just because I lost our extendo screw we need to screw it down. Hopefully we don't have no leaks out this fuel system. Hooked up our line, got our couple wires hooked up there. I think for now we're good to go right there. So we should be about ready to try her. We better get some water in her.
It was you beating on that puke tube?
Yeah, puke tube was already broke.
Good thing. It's just so it won't trap air. If it traps air, it won't fill up.
And she is completely empty, so she's gonna be thirsty.
It's already leaking out.
Where?
Out the water pump or something.
Right underneath the water pump. I can see where it's streaming out.
Man, they just put one on there.
I just put that on there this morning, Bill.
Oh, you did?
What the hell? Yeah, you like that angry growl or grunt? Hey, look who we got off here again. Our good old friend water pump. Gasket's not tore up. It was definitely lined up right, so I don't know if that bottom just wasn't quite seated, if it was a little off. But it was leaking bad, so something was off. So I'm gonna try to put her together again, and hopefully this time she'll seal up perhaps. Now it's coming out the top side of the water pump. Coming out the thermostat housing bolt and everything. We just got a leak in a... What the heck, guys? Oh, maybe it's just the thermostat housing this time because I left that one bolt loose. Woo! Deep breath. All right, gotta calm down. I thought she was leaking at the water pump again. I was about to get hot. We were about to fight. What do you mean you gotta tighten down all the hardware for it to seal up? Yeah, she's pretty tight right there. All right, I think we're good finally. I'll get plumb buck nasty on it if I have to. I got a sledgehammer. That's pretty full, I'd say. I think she passes the final leak check. We'll slap our pulley fan, all that BS back on. Insert funnel here. Got us 5 fresh gallons of some Get Her Done 91. Topped off our little squirt bottle deluxe right there so we can help get some fuel up to the front. Hopefully 5 gallons is enough. That's a long tank. What's that tank hold? Who knows? She's long enough, she could be a damn 48 gallon. Take it all, baby, take it all. So I'm gonna bring her bottle up here and we're gonna see if we can't get her to bust off. We're using our mechanical fuel pump for the first time. Obviously we'll know if we're getting fuel up there because we've got our clear fuel filter right here, so let's just see what we can make happen. Dually van, dually van. That's old Highland Church of Christ in the dually van, baby. You dang right, because you don't know if you need to haul a 26-foot trailer, you know, with 10 ton on the rear, while having your youth program with you. Dually 1-ton van for the church. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better hope one of them don't come up for sale around here affordable. My girls only thought the U-Haul was embarrassing. Wait till Dad's in that SOB. Probably help if I turn the key on in there and make that coil hot. What do y'all think? We'll try anyhow. Oh yeah. There we go. We're getting some fuel up to the fuel filter. Yeah, there we go. Got a chunk or two in that filter already. Hey-o. Yep, I never tightened that up either. As that started to pump, could y'all see it go squirt, squirt, squirt? Boy, I just about forgot everything today, haven't I? Come on, baby. Be good to me. It sounds a little chattery. What's interesting is we ain't touched this thing since it last ran and had oil going up there. It ain't got oil yet, so I don't know if it's having a hard time picking it up there or what. Y'all see that? It started oiling. Couple bubbles come out, air bubbles. It's starting to come out of our rockers now. Where are we leaking at now? Hopefully that's just our lower radiator hose clamp leaking. Like I said, I may have not tightened a damn thing on this truck by the looks of it. I don't know. I don't know, she's pretty tight. Hopefully it ain't the damn radiator itself. Ain't the tank, ain't the tank. This thing has more leaks than my damn storm cellar. Hello! Let's fire her up again, get her warmed up. We're gonna let a little bit of water out of her apparently. She was leaking again, but it was all down there out of the overflow here. So, I don't know if we've got a bad cap. I'm gonna rob the cap from my truck. Loosened her up. Messing with the timing on this thing's weird. It don't help that it has that metal hard line. So yeah, that kind of makes adjusting it a pain, as you can imagine. That's better. Oh, she's spraying some oil now. Boy, I don't know if a passage was clogged or what. Or maybe now a passage is clogged and it's directing more oil through this tube, but it was plumb spraying it over here. Yeah, y'all can see there's a mess going on. It had just been drizzling out of there. I'm gonna hook us up a fuel hose there where we can still run this thing with that off. She did not like being revved up. And that's how you kill it. I kind of remembered from the Will It Run video, I seen a comment and someone asked if I put the check ball back underneath the accelerator pump. I don't remember if I did. Now I can see fuel coming out when I cycle it, but it ain't spraying out. It's kind of like a slow dribble. It's backfiring almost like it'd like a little more fuel in its life. So I just figure we'll have to pop her open and have a look-see. Get it, Impala. I don't think our seal is sealing. A minute ago when I had this in here, I'd pump it. Well, sometimes it would. And other times it would just nothing, nothing, nothing. Then you cycle her a few more times and you may get a and then nothing. When we pulled the gas tank last time, Slick found a whole nother carburetor behind the seat. I just pulled it apart. I'm gonna cap that right there because when the top's on, that's capped. Y'all see that baby spraying now down in there? That sealing spring was not one to work on this. So what I did was I actually swapped the seal to a piece of our accelerator pump from this one, and it works just fine on there. Our accelerator pump parts here are slightly different. That seal fits super tight to this. Anyhow, what I'm saying is we definitely had some incorrect parts going on. Now this may not be exactly what we need, but it's working for now. She ain't been doing a like that this whole time, all right? That's a good spray right there. Now, because these accelerator pumps are a different style up top, slapped the old one in, the top went right on. You try to put this one in place, and I guess because it's a different shape, she don't like it. Basically what I'm saying is this thing wants to be a Frankenstein, okay? It wants to be a Frankencarb. Oopsie daisy. Oops again. If this ends up working, I can say I fabricated my own accelerator pump. I didn't even think we'd be messing with the carburetor this week. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good spray. I don't think it was as good as the other one is, but it was better than the first one was, so give and take some, you know. Considering how this is going, we'll take about any victory we can get right now. Oh, right together. So I don't know who tricked me with a check ball supposed to be in there, but I do think our seal was a problem in there, so I'm glad we got in there. Either way, I guess it's gonna, well, I ain't gonna say nothing's gonna work out till we get her back together and on the truck. It's the next morning. I'm kind of being sneaky here. I gotta take my wife in about an hour or so, get a heart monitor thing installed. Say that like it's a car part. Anyhow, I got it running pretty good by the end of the day yesterday. I just wanted to see if it would run this morning and run good for us again. She busted off pretty good. Can y'all see how foggy it is out here today? It's like a damn horror movie or something. Anyhow, let me show y'all what I was kind of eyeballing yesterday before I went in. The timing advance that's on the outside, it's not internal in the distributor. Watch how much we can free spin the cap just from slop in the bushings or whatever. That's all just slop right there. And yeah, that means as you drive and this thing vibrates, your timing's constantly changing. So I'm actually gonna pull this distributor and take a little look-see. let's take a little gander here. Base of this clamps. Your vacuum advance, like I said, on the outside, that little slop we're getting is, so that right there's the slop we're getting. Surely that ain't supposed to be that sloppy, is it? Looks like you gotta take that out of the diaphragm to spin it to drop that out of there, but this is on there. That don't look like it comes off there. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. There's a good way to squeeze that. Maybe we could tighten it up, but I don't know a good way to get a grip on that. What if we drilled this out and then we got both of them drilled out to the same size, and then we put a proper size bolt in there where she was an old sloppy Joe? Wanna play ornery? I can play ornery. You wanna be difficult? I can be difficult too. In fact, that worked good. Y'all see how small that hole is and then how big that hole is? It don't make sense to me to have that slack in there. Maybe I'm wrong here. But at this point, it don't really matter because now we gotta do something. I'm gonna drill that sucker out to a 1/4-20. 1/4-20 ain't enough. She's gonna need a 5/16 for the other side. Hey, that'll take up some of the slack anyhow. Then we're gonna go with nylock where we can tighten it up and it'll kind of hold itself. Trim her a little extra off, and hey, guess who ain't old Flapjack anymore? Clean her shaft up, and I'm gonna slap her right back in. With that tightened up, when I was dropping that in there, my reference marks was actually split. That's how much slop we took out of it. So I had to guess if it should have faced this tooth or that tooth. I'm probably a tooth off is what I'm trying to say here. That's right, idle on down, girl. It helped a lot, guys. That thing not flopping around. Maybe we can actually tune it out and get some consistency out of it. Now guys, I do not believe this is our original carburetor to this. I don't think it's even supposed to have that suck tuber on the choke. That's right, I had to cap that because she pulls vacuum there because that's supposed to pull heat through there. But since that, yeah, this ain't for that. In fact, I'm gonna just take these hard lines off here so they're not flopping around in our way. Ain't no point in having them. And next, to quit making an oily mess up top, I reckon we can finally slap our old valve cover back on. I'd like to think that underneath there's a little better than it was when we first found it ourselves. You want to top her off with some of that good? You want to give her some of that good green stuff? Give her some of that please don't freeze over and shove my freeze plug out the side of the engine? That'll be good for her right there. Our radiator cap did fix our leak problem. When I thought that lower radiator hose was leaking, it was actually that just overflowing and coming out right there. Of course, then it hit the bracket, was coming off the bottom, and I thought it was the radiator hose because I wasn't paying attention, because sometimes I got my head up my hiney. But anyhow, yeah, that was the last of the water coolant leaks. We may have a new oil leak, as you can slightly notice here. Yeah, significant leak, guys. Like, it's steady dripping out the back of the oil pan. But for now, we're gonna take all this as a W, and we're gonna say the engine side's good for now. We're gonna move on to our brake situation. We're gonna get the lift kit back on her and just dive right in here. First, everything's gonna get a little looby-dooby in its life here. We're gonna let that looby-dooby do a little soaking. We're gonna start pulling this apart, doing a little cleaning. And y'all always ask, Puddin', why don't you get you some brake pliers? Puddin', why you do it that way? Puddin', get you some damn brake pliers. Well, the joke's on me. Because I forgot old Top Stitch Taylor got me this whole brake set here. And yeah, don't worry. She's got pliers. In fact, she's got about everything you need. It's got more than I'm probably even capable of using because I don't know what half the crap is. But I do know with these that you're supposed to be able to whoop that. Like that right there. It's that lip right there, guys. You put it on there and you rotate that and you see it pops it off there, no problem. And for some reason, y'all think that's better than me taking my needle nose and pulling on these and them slipping, me pinching my finger, then I'm swearing, then I'm cussing, and I'm sometimes behind scenes, y'all don't see it, I'm throwing stuff. And y'all think that's somehow better. In fact, I'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, God bless America, boy, if you don't come off there. All right, you want to get angry with me? Or you want to be sassy with me? I'll get angry is what I'm trying to say. But here, let me come up here. Oh, okay. Maybe if we come this way, and I squeeze really hard, and hey, y'all don't blink. It's about to come off there. See? Just like that, comes right off, guys. It's just the same, just as efficient. Next, we'll do this side. Ping! And y'all act like I'm really gonna save any time having them. Somewhere under this hooky puck, there's a spring in there, I do believe. And yet y'all think them little specialty pliers right there that have a specific reason they're even designed or built is somehow gonna make me more efficient. Guys, when you're good, so I could have the wrong tool for the job and be twice as efficient as a professional with the proper tool for the job. That's what I'm saying here. Or I'm plumb full of crap and I should have been using them since Top Stitch Taylor got them for me probably a year ago and I forgot they were in that drawer over there. Holy guaca, greasy moly. What a mess. Now these little keepers here, and you shove them and turn them and they come right off. Is that what this is for right here? I'm not sure. It looks like something we could shove on there and spin it. And yeah, I don't know if I'm using the right thing there. That wasn't really any more better, faster, gooder than using the needle nose. But them other springs that have a lot of tension on them, yeah, we'll definitely be using our pliers from now on. So I know that'll make some of y'all happy. Whoop! That's ready to fall apart since everything's loose on it. And there's our beautiful, just beautiful adjuster we need. Get your other one there. And these are ready to go to the scrap pile. And the wheel cylinder's ready to come off there. Start to give that a spray job. Yeah, since all of our grease got in there, we're gonna have to clean this one up fairly decent because just a mess. Well, we got enough material there for a creeper or two. Woo, you dang right, we'll have us a creeper for each side. Next, we're gonna crawl up underneath here like we're cave diving. Did y'all know there's people who do that for fun? Like, when they're bored, they go crawl through a 18 by 8 inch damn cave or something, and some people get stuck and stuff. Yeah, I guarantee you that ain't for me. Like, I'm not scared to get underneath stuff, but I'm also not stupid, you know what I mean? Everyone thinks I watch car videos. Nope, when I'm on YouTube, we're going damn cave diving or whatever. Or I'm solving mysteries, you know. If y'all didn't know, I'm also a part-time detective. Now that we made it inside this cave, we're going to try to get this brake line off. Whole thing's wanting to spin. I'm going to put locking pliers on the back side. Well, so far, she ain't wanting to spin for me. Unfortunately, our line wrench is just too loose on that thing. It's just wanting to spin. Oh, there she went. Now she's releasing the smoke. Like a damn locomotive. Choo-choo! And luckily all that smoking bullcrap's going up there away from me. There. See, we wouldn't have got that off there because that line wrench wasn't good without proper brake tools. That's why you always have to keep them locking pliers when doing brakes. 1/2-inch impact, the right tool. Not even a proper nut, one of them little clippy nuts. I believe that's the actual nomenclature, a clippy nut. Alright, hey yo, she comes right out of there. We could probably stand to grease some stuff if we could find some grease zerts. I think there's one and there's one. Get our creeper out of there, we don't want to get it filthy. Oh yes, speaking of proper tools, grease gun with no lock, where I get more grease on the outside than I do on the inside. Perfect. I don't even think it's the proper size, but that's okay. Oh, I shoved hard enough on it till I seen a little grease start to come out on every one of them. You know what they say, it'll lube it or it won't. And even if it don't, it's better than it was. And that, my friends, is how you properly clean that mess up. Got some more good news here. Proper tools also needs proper parts, you know. And come to find out, we do not have proper parts for the front here. Once again. Of course, the camera was off, but that side right there just plumb fell out 1 1/8. So let's try to drive everything out this way, since this side's good enough for that side to fall out. All of that came out fairly easy. What's crazy is that rubber still feels really good, guys. So let's just try to clean this up, and we may just be able to clean her up, slap her back together since our seals are good. First I hit her with the brake clean, then the looby dooby. Now we're gonna hone her out. Let's have a look here. Hey, guys, I'm not seeing no pitting, nothing. I bet this is gonna work. Ooh, that sucker's shiny like a hiney. Oh man, y'all's all dirty. Oopsie daisy. Next thing we're gonna have to do is see if we can get that bleeder out right there. AKA, let's let that impact eat. Pull that little screw. I'm guessing that's kind of like our cap for the bleeder. Next, we gotta clean up our 2 pistons. I don't want to get buck nasty with them, so we're gonna kind of polish them up here and then see what we gotta do. Shoot, just the microfiber got that baby all shined up. That looks fine. Now this one from the other side, she ain't as shiny or smooth, so this is quadruple 0 steel wool. Quadruple means there's 4 zeros. Just plain quadruple, quadtuplets. Whatever it is, it's really fine, so we're not gonna put heavy scratches on this. But since this couple of areas had a little texture to it, I'm gonna use this to clean it up. And I'm gonna call that good. And I'm gonna polish the back of our bleeder since we're here. Next, we gotta see if our 2 seals will clean up for us. We're just gonna hit it with brake clean. And sure enough, that seems to be cleaning that right up. Y'all see how good that seal is? And lastly, we gotta get the nitty gritty, all dirty off of this. I did take them to the big wire wheel to clean up the outsides because the little wire wheel wasn't one to quite get her done. With them on, I'm gonna pop our seals on. And I got a little bit of brake fluid here to kind of act as a lubricant since we're going to shove this in that wheel cylinder bore or whatever. I'm going to lube this up a little bit and drop it in one side. Of course, lube up the other one and drop her in the other side. Guess who wasn't paying attention? I done smacked that SOB in there backwards. There we go. Let's flip-flop that around. How's that? Now I'm not gonna worry about cleaning up the outside of this. We are going to pop our bleeder right back in. We better get us a crush washer or we're gonna have a leaking mess. It's too small. I've had that problem my whole life. What about that one? That'll work. I am pretty happy with all that. Here's the worst part, guys. We're gonna have to pop these old boots back on the end, which, whatever, it'll be fine. Is what it is. I'll tell you what has me worried though. What has me worried is, just because we got lucky on this side, don't mean we're gonna get lucky on that side. I'm gonna stay a little optimistic here though. Hey, Dayton, Ohio, USA. So there you go. These were made in the old Dayton, Ohio. And we're gonna slap this one back on the truck. This one right here, that is the Brake Gunk Scraper Deluxe. See, looky there, just perfect. That's my favorite, when people drive by and honk. Yeah, I just love that. Our bearing race ain't wanting to come off there though. Oh, there she went. We're gonna call that clean enough right there. Boy, and it's warming up today, so we're about to get that old crazy hair out. Yeah, and we're gonna get this happy before we move on to the outside. Yeah. Oh. These are locking pliers and got that all slapped together, as you see. Oh boy, howdy. There may be hope for this thing yet. As we continue this redneck restoration of our brakes here, next we gotta get all of our hardware clean. This is just full of gasoline and I've had all them greasy parts soaking. I've already pulled out a couple springs there and cleaned them up. And gas seems to be doing a pretty good job of breaking down that grease. Our last thing to free up and clean is our adjuster here. We'll get her separated and we'll take it all on the wire wheel, and I think it'll clean up just fine like the rest of our hardware. There's the hardware. That went right back together, no problem. Finally, almost 2.5 weeks later, let's finally get this front end back together. Oh, I forgot to put our little pushing piston extendo kits in, or I forgot to clean them up, I mean. Boy, I better get that shorter shoe in the front or y'all's gonna damn lose your mind. Pop that on. I used them finger pliers that time. Make sure that's in there. Use our old cheating pliers. All right, that's all together. Now we got to look at our bearing and this other mess over here. What a mess. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna clean up all this crap. I dipped our parts in the gasoline and oh baby, look at that shiny bearing right there. I ordered wheel steels for this truck and neither of the ones they sent me are the proper ones, so that's good. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to put this thing back together, knowing that it may leak in there again. I'm gonna lather these bearings up with some new grease here. Now this drum ain't the prettiest thing you ever seen, but it cleaned up pretty good for what it is. Put us a dollop of grease in there too. I'd say right there is pretty good. Cotter pin that sucker. To do that, you also want to use your brake pliers. You simply take that end and you hook that. Then you take this end and you push that. Then you try again, push that away. After you do all that, it's ready for your side cutters, where you can actually pull that thing and give her a couple love taps. And just like that, that's how you cotter pin with brake pliers. The next thing we need to do is adjust our shoes so we can get some drag on them. Just started to get some drag there. I'm curious how y'all like to adjust out your drums. I don't know that I've ever known a procedure other than just spin her till she starts dragging some. This side is do you win, guys, as far as what we can do. And guess what? I've got a whole other side I've got to do. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. No surprises on this side. The brake hose actually a bolt threads into the side that goes through the frame, and there's like a brass T there. So that's a little different, but hopefully she's good to go. She just uses a little bolt, couple copper washers. Other than that, nothing else is different. Got a little brake drag going on, got our new hose on, got everything all looby-doobed up. That's right, got her greased up. Now we're gonna hop onto the back. And of course, y'all already seen me rebuild this last week. So all we gotta do on this one is swap out our shoes. Just like the front and the rear, we're gonna grab this with our needle nose pliers. Next we get this side. And just like that, comes right off. Give a 1-for-1 swap there with our new shoe. All right, I'll grab the tow roller.
You sure you don't want to just use these?
Slick. This is the only way.
Okay.
Most folks don't realize this thing doubles as a forklift. What does every good forklift have? Forks.
Well, looks good. Take her up. Oh.
It's great. Oh! Oh! The tow roll is fine. She was built for this. Pull her in next to the utility work trucks. Oh! You're good. Ho, ho, ho. Woo, woo, woo. Oklahoma wild man reporting for duty. Let me take y'all through the good, bad, and ugly of where we're at. The good, this hair. The bad, she leaks everywhere. The ugly, there's moss on hair. No, but seriously, guys, let me take you through the trials and tribulations I've had in the previous 24 long hours. I'd swapped them shoes out, no big deal. Hopped over to the other side, rebuilt them, no problem, no surprises. Replaced the rear rubber hose, easy peasy, no problems there. Then I went to bleed the brakes last night, around 7-ish, o'clock-ish. Started at the back, working my way around. Everything was good until we made it to the very last one. And long story short, that wheel cylinder that we redneck rebuilt, that's what I was trying to do, she was leaking. Shout out to you Rock Auto guys, because all you Rock Auto guys, you're like, Rock Auto's got it, Rock Auto's got it, look at Rock Auto, they got it. And I've told you I don't use them, but I hopped on Rock Auto, and I'll be damned if they didn't say they had it. Then they got this little part number you click, and it tells you everything it would fit. And allegedly, the same ones that fit this fit that 69 C20, and just what the parts house happened to have in stock across town. So last night, me and the family went and grabbed some parts, late night part run. So I get out here this morning to slap them on, and guess what don't fit, Rock Auto people? That's right, now you gotta do, ooh, where's my return label? I gotta send this back, it's the incorrect part. And hey, yeah, they say they have it, but what they're gonna send you ain't gonna fit the damn thing, so there's that. So that's why I don't use those, by the way. But anyhow, it didn't fit. I pulled it all apart, rebuilt it again, cleaned it up, put it back together. And this time the brakes bled and we got a pedal. Now as far as clutch goes, we just tried to put her in gear for the first time to pull it out for that shot. And the clutch was grinding and winding. It was not happy. The good news is all we had to do was reach down there on the fork where, well, I don't know if that's called a fork, but there's a nut right there you adjust. And we just adjusted it till it was happy. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. While laying underneath there to adjust that, I discovered something else. And what I discovered is, yeah, that wheel cylinder's leaking again already. It is what it is, guys. We need wheel seals for the front still. We need wheel cylinders if we can find them. But we did prove that this truck could, you know, be driven around, I guess. I pulled it forward 10 yards. Yeah, you can take this SOB across town right now.
At least a taco boy.
We've done the best we can. It did fire right up, guys. It is running really good. At least I can say that. Our wheels are just rattle canned white. These tires came off of my GMC. I'm gonna donate them to this truck. And hey, she's a little filthy, so me and Slick's gonna try to get her a little unfilthy. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab the pressure washer. I think Slick will start probably going through hubcaps, cleaning this out. We'll just see if we can get her cleaned up.
Or is it Ford Ranger?
I think so. We interrupt this eye-pleasing view that y'all's been seeing to point out a couple things. First thing I want to point out is having my hat on unlocked it inspired me, guys. It unlocked a new move y'all seen I was doing when I was flicking it fast up there and I knocked my hat off on accident. I call that move the Texas Tickler. Now this other thing I want to show y'all, it's not as important as the Texas Tickler, but y'all see right here where I've probably been leaning. We got grease, looby-dooby. Pressure washer ain't want to take it off. Well, I'm going to show you why you want a good degreaser in your life like this. Get gone degreaser from the Sweet Patina. Good little squirt of this. Quick little spray down. Perhaps back here where we're getting in and out of the truck with our greasy hands. Spray down. Let's see what a rag does now. Oh, baby. 3,000 PSI won't take that off. But that get gone geek, geek. Boy, you damn Skippy. Quick little scrub job. DJ, turn my music back on. Man, oh man, she cleaned up pretty good. But man, old Slick, we're just getting started here. I'd Slick jack her up where she was doing a papa wheelie, so we could so the bed had some drainage. She don't look too bad. That white's popping. Let's get her back in the shop and let Slick start doing his thing, and then I may try to get her white walls and stuff cleaned a little better. Old Slick's getting after it. We're gonna use that old Century polish by the Sweet Patina. Promo code PFS64 exclusively at thesweetpatina.com. That's where you get all his good products. That buff job's gonna take a while. We're gonna see if we can't locate some caps. Now, I know what caps I got. These ain't the best looking caps for this truck, but I think they're gonna be better than no caps on the truck. So we'll donate them to this rig too. Here's one right there from the old, I think these came on S10s, maybe even like Astro vans. I forgot I used these to hold a oil filter back here. These are a little out around, so we may try to true them up, and we're gonna kind of spit shine them up. I'm gonna borrow some of this good stuff right here. I hope that's enough.
Oh my God.
How's that? Well, I don't know how the tire shop got these white walls so damn filthy, but they succeeded. It'll be alright. She's just a damn old farm truck. She's just the old rig you throw your honey in to go down for a cheeseburger. Throw your honey in with you and take her to church Sunday morning. That way you can pray you make it back. Just a quick little wipe off, and that's good enough for what we're doing here. To make her look mighty fine just takes a little bit of time. Slick's polishing away. I'm gonna kind of start cleaning on her glass. We may have to, I think I've got a blanket or two we can toss in here even. We're gonna try that old Superior interior. Quick little shine job on all this stuff in here. I'm gonna spray down the doors next. Now our seats, guys, I didn't actually wrap the seats. I just kind of tucked them on there for now. But still, that looks pretty good for just a little power washing, little scrubbing, little blanket setting. Y'all know what I'm getting at. Interior's missing a couple things, but we'll get to that. Here's all that interior needs now. A little air freshener, a little keychain action. You already know. Oh!
No way.
Old tugboat Tammy here. Oh! I noticed the fan was on. I was like, what the heck? Look at old toggle switch. There you go. Little redneck heater system. I wasn't even trying to do a check, but after wiping on the stuff, it's on. Look at this. Dang windshield wipers work. She's electric. Looks like our gas gauge is working. We got here some headlights. We got lights on back there? No? Well, by golly, we do up here. How about some brights right there? Look at that, guys. You can smell them. They ain't been on in a good while. What do you think about that, old girl? You happy? And the amp gauge is working. You want to know how I know? Watch our amp gauge right there. Turn them headlights on. Oh yeah, you see her drop down. She's pulling a load. I guess we could try our blinkers. That's about the last thing. Get the hell out of here. Oh, baby. We got some blinkers.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, we never get that lucky and just the crap works. Holy cow. Son wants to come out now to play. Our lights were working until someone decided to play rip-a-wire with the buffer. No, that's all right. She already had the Pot County twist going. So for some of our hard to reach spots down here, we're just hitting her with some happy ending final detail wipe on this stuff. Like our bumpers, we didn't even polish them, just cleaning them with this stuff. Just a little bit of shine she needed. There we go. That is looking good. Now y'all know why I push the Sweet Patina products, guys, just because they simply work. Everything we used on this truck was from them. And look at this truck, guys. It damn near looks like a brand new truck. I use brand new loosely. Oh, I take that back. Make me a liar. I told Sweet Patina he needed to get some foaming tire spray. He don't have it. So I told him, hey, I'm still going to use my old dollar store special. So everything besides the tire spray. And other than that, man, this thing looks good.
Amateur weekend.
That baby stop on a dime?
On a dime. Lock him up.
Oh! She looks pretty good, but then we had to bring her back here by that 59 International, and I don't know if she looks as good as that rig, but you know, you're looking all right, baby. What a cool truck, guys. It really stops good, actually. I don't know if y'all seen when I kind of locked those up, but the brake pedal feels freaking amazing. It looks cool in here. It rides good, especially considering we ain't put no shocks on her yet. All in all, other than the massive leak of oil and the lack of one wheel cylinder sealing, I'm actually pretty impressed with this old girl. Them damn kids had balls in my yard. What do you think, Slick? It drives pretty good.
Yeah, that thing is nice.
And this is now it does have a school bus steering wheel, but it is the easiest vehicle to turn with no power steering I've ever driven in my life. And I drive mini trucks, guys. A little power. Of course, camera had to die. Had to come get us a battery. Locked you out, sucker. speedo's working, it looks like. Not that we're going 20 right now. Oil gauge may be possibly working, it looks like. We're spinning tired, buddy. She'd bust a donut. That'd be a long donut. That'd be a long john. She's got power. Responds well. Whoever tuned this truck up did a pretty good job, it seems like. Just cruising the back 5. She's got...
That's good.
Yeah, man. I'm impressed with this thing. Let's park her here and we're gonna have a little look-see at her, guys. We're gonna kind of talk about her, where she's at, what she needs.
How many of those are you gonna take?
Slick, I gotta get a good... It's all about the angle, man. Look, you want it to look like it's short bed to clickbait people, because no one wants to watch a long bed. So the right angle, get them views, dog. I never thought I would say this, but I like that truck as a long bed. I like it sitting up in the air. I like that truck exactly as is. Them caps don't look bad. If it was my truck, I'd try to find a little bit more of an appropriate center cap to slap on there. And other than that, y'all know, obviously I've told y'all what we got to fix leak-wise, but I would just start driving the freaking tires off of this thing. You want to take mama to a date night to the movies? Boom, you hop in this. Your kiddos have been good. You want to get them a hot fudge sundae or something? Boom, you hop in this. Head on down to the Bromies, as Mortsky calls it. Man, Slick, we're talking, and for me, I don't know, it's not that this truck has like the wow factor, but y'all know we usually do these little transformations, and there's lowering, there might be a custom bumper, maybe even a swap up on wheels and tires. And on this truck, for no more than just literally rattle bombing the steelies and popping on a cap and just buffing what was there, this thing, it looks like a different truck, guys. And we didn't really change anything on it. It was just some elbow grease to get it looking like that. Hell, I ain't even mad at the interior. Again, if it was my truck, I'd just have a simple vinyl seat done on this instead of blankets, and see if someone sold a new mat, because that one's ripped up over in that over there. But other than that, I'd drive this unit. Inside the bed, also perfect condition. Pretty crazy how good this thing looks. Slick was gonna do this for his family. I was like, let me help and do what I can do with it. We kind of know the hard to find parts that we still got to kind of track down. A lot of the work's done, so we're gonna store this thing somewhere. It's leaking a lot of oil, like just from flipping it around in the shop, it left a massive puddle in a new spot, which is awesome. You know, cleaning up oil's fun. But we're gonna get our wheel seals, wheel cylinders, hopefully locate some oil pan gaskets.
Pinion seal.
And a pinion seal. I mean, here's the deal, she needs some seals. And yeah, the lights in the rear need a little attention. All the lights up front's working, so windshield wipers are working, guys. She don't need much more besides what we stated, and some insurance and a tag where she can go, you know, be bopping around town. So hopefully between me and Slick, we can locate the parts we need. And me and him had discussed, maybe we'll get everything gathered, and then in one shot, the pair of us working on it, not so drawn out. It ain't gonna be on the main channel again, but maybe on the second channel, we'll go in and fix the stuff, and then maybe we can go take it back to his family. That way they can see it for the first time. They're gonna think we painted it, I guarantee you that. And yeah, so anyhow, that's all we're gonna do on it for now. Oh yeah. Look at old long bed Leroy go. Go, baby, go. I ain't racing you, Slick. I'm trying to get in front of you. Hell with it. Room the shot. You don't want to park next to that International and go looks for looks, buddy. Oh, Slick was coming in hot. Time for an honest review. How'd the engine feel?
Good, man.
How'd the clutch feel?
Pretty good. It's up there, but it's just different. than
Yeah.
normal.
And then brakes. Brakes feel good even though they're leaking.
Not bad.
Slick said not bad. You heard it. Heard it here first, folks. That's a tongue twister is what that is. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. And I hope y'all's enjoyed. I know this truck's been a little bit of a pain in the rear. And it's still being a little bit of pain in the rear. But it looks so good right now. It has me in an awesome mood. I'm excited for this truck to go back to Slick's family. I'm excited to see what they think about it. But anyhow, I'm on the Instagram or on the Patreon. Yeah, if y'all paid attention close during the pressure washing scene, y'all seen a little clip of a little 61 wagon, didn't you? So, be ready for next Monday's video, because we got some rescue, maybe cleaning going on, I don't know. But you'll be seeing a 61 wagon. I guess that's it, guys. Check out the second channel, puddins.fab.shop. If you want some merchandise, we're closing it down for half of December, thanks to the holidays. And don't forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. And now me and Slick's got a project. It's called Operation. What the hell are we gonna do with all them hubcaps? So are these the ones that are trash and these the ones you kind of think we should keep?
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
All right. I'll take the one with the R from that Range Rover.